As soon as Vladimir Putin's limousine stopped next to Donald Trump's, everything froze. Trump turned, stared, and said nothing, completely shocked. Because what arrived there wasn't just a car, it was a monster. A blackened beast, so oversized, so insane, that it made the US presidential limousine look like a rental car. But to truly understand why Putin's car impresses so much, we need to see what it's competing against. Presidents around the world parade in multi-million-dollar machines that laugh at bullets, resist bombs, and cut through chaos like it's a red carpet. And we'll start with one of the most underrated motorcades in the world, where South Korea mixes German power with secret local armor, turning luxury into something ready for war. But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now let's get started. Number 8. Yoon Suk-yeol, South Korea. Genesis EQ900L and Mercedes-Maybach S600 Guard. President Yoon Suk-yeol doesn't just travel in style, he parades with national pride and elite security. His motorcade is a carefully chosen combination of domestic engineering and global prestige. The highlight is a pair of armored limousines, the Genesis EQ900L, also known as the G90, and the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Guard. Both vehicles are designed to provide uncompromising protection, but the Genesis tells a deeper story. It's South Korea's bold statement to the world that it can build a presidential fortress on wheels. The Genesis EQ900L was developed by Hyundai's luxury division Genesis and extended in a highly secret government project. Introduced into presidential service in 2018, it was built entirely in Korea and armored to B7-UL8 protection level, capable of stopping armor-piercing rounds. For South Korea, this was a giant leap. Until then, leaders typically used imported vehicles. Now they were promoting their own innovation wrapped in luxury leather and armored steel. Inside the Genesis, luxury meets military readiness. Interiors are loaded with premium leather, polished wood panels, executive seats, and digital control panels. But beneath all that is a serious set of defensive features: run-flat tires, oxygen systems, signal blockers, night vision sensors, and special chassis reinforcements. It's not just a luxury sedan with extra security, it's a war bunker disguised as an executive car. And when threats escalate or there are international visits, President Yoon gets into the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Guard, the same elite model used by leaders like Erdogan. With VR9 ballistic certification, a twin-turbo V12 engine, and Maybach's signature long wheelbase design, this machine offers one of the smoothest and safest rides on the planet. Every inch is reinforced: bulletproof glass, armored shell, defense against chemical attacks, and satellite communication systems. These are machines that cost millions, both in price and capability. While the Maybach conveys status, the Genesis carries symbolism. It's a signal to the world that South Korea is not just a technological power, it's now among the global elite in armored vehicle manufacturing, and that pride runs deep. Unlike many countries that rely entirely on European or American protection vehicles, Korea has placed its own flag on the hood and trusted its own engineering. Together, these cars form a two-part presidential identity: uncompromising luxury and power with purpose. Number 7. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt, Mercedes-Benz S-Class. In Egypt, power isn't just expressed in speeches and policies, it moves. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi's choice of vehicle is an imposing statement: the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard, a limousine that blends classic elegance with military-grade protection. Though discreet on the outside, this S-Class is far from ordinary. Egypt has used the S-Class for presidential functions for decades, but under el-Sisi's command, the fleet underwent a major modernization. The older models used by Hosni Mubarak were retired, replaced by W221 and W222 generation S600 Pullman Guards vehicles customized by Mercedes for heads of state. These limousines are extended wheelbase versions of the standard S-Class, reinforced to meet the highest automotive protection standards. The price reflects this exclusivity. While exact costs of el-Sisi's fleet are confidential, international security databases estimate the initial cost of a fully armored S600 at over $516,000, with more complete versions approaching $1 million per unit. This includes full armor, explosive protection, and highly specialized technology. By comparison, this is nearly twice the price of a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and close to the custom military limousines used by Western powers. What makes el-Sisi's S-Class particularly impressive is its ability to hide its strength behind sophistication. The exterior is sleek, either matte or glossy black, with few government symbols, usually just a small Egyptian flag on the hood or details on the license plate. No aggressive kits, lights, flashy wheels, or wide fenders. Instead, it conveys quiet authority, the kind of vehicle that commands respect without making a fuss. But beneath the refined body lies a true fortress. VR9 armor resists intense shootings, grenade blasts, and even mine attacks. The bulletproof glass is up to 10 cm thick, and the doors weigh hundreds of kilos but open and close smoothly with hydraulic systems. Run-flat tires, fire suppression, and independent oxygen supply ensure presidential safety even during chemical attacks or coordinated ambushes. Inside, the Pullman Guard offers a radically different experience of absolute luxury and diplomatic tranquility. The extended wheelbase provides plenty of space. Reclining leather seats with massage, individual climate zones, and folding tables are standard. The cabin is soundproof, with acoustic foams that make conversations inaudible just a few meters away. The wood panels are handcrafted. Ambient lighting changes with the mood. Onboard systems include encrypted communications with national command centers. Furthermore, Mercedes tunes the suspension and mechanical setup especially for armored vehicles. Even weighing over 4 tons, the car handles Egyptian roads surprisingly well. The V12 engine produces around 530 horsepower, ensuring quick and smooth acceleration even under threat. Adjusted brakes and reinforced axles allow the vehicle to stop or swerve precisely in high-risk situations. LCC's motorcade usually includes several identical S-Class limousines, SUVs, and motorcycle escorts, making it difficult to know which vehicle the president is in, a deliberate strategy for extra security. The government maintains a fleet of these cars for both domestic appearances and international visits, ensuring the same protection standard wherever the president goes. In the African and Middle Eastern context, the use of the S600 Pullman Guard places Egypt among leaders in presidential luxury and security. Most African nations rely on armored land cruisers or older luxury sedans. In contrast, El-Sisi's fleet represents a leap to global security standards, rivaling presidential vehicles from countries like Germany, the USA, and Russia. In fact, the only comparable vehicles in the region are used by the Saudi royal family, and even those often focus more on comfort than defense. But while Egypt's president prefers the proven dominance of German engineering, on the other side of the Mediterranean, in France, another leader is rewriting the rules of what a state car can be. His limousine isn't just armored and luxurious, it's electric. Number 6, Emmanuel Macron, France. DS Automobile's DS8 electric president Emmanuel Macron made it clear when he chose to break tradition and become the first head of state to travel in a fully electric armored limousine, the DS number 8 Presidential, unveiled in 2025. This vehicle is not just about technology, it's about identity. Built by DS Automobiles, the French luxury brand under Stellantis, this unique creation blends environmental ambition with unmistakable French design. Although the official cost has not been disclosed, industry estimates suggest it exceeds $100,000 before considering armor, communication systems, and state modifications, raising its real value to over $500,000. On the outside, the DS number 8 looks like a concept car that escaped from the design studio. Its body is finished in a deep satin blue with glossy black contrasts. The front grille is a highlight, including a programmable luminous screen that glows in the colors of the French flag during official appearances. It also features a rare fabric retractable roof among armored vehicles, allowing Macron to stand and speak to the public during national parades. Discreet sirens, flag mounts, and an armored command console at the rear complete the executive exterior. Underneath the design, the number 8 is built on the long-range DS8 EV electric platform. Its 97.2 kWh battery powers a front-wheel drive system with about 242 horsepower, offering an estimated range of over 450 miles, 720 kilometers. Although this range drops significantly with the full weight of armor and security systems. Still, it moves with surprising speed and silence, a perfect characteristic for high security transport. But it's the interior that transforms this secure vehicle into a mobile presidential suite. The cabin is a tribute to French art, upholstered in dream blue Alcantara and soft Napa leather, with customized pearl stitching, climate-controlled seats, and a 16-inch central touchscreen adapted for encrypted communications and emergency control. controls. The most remarkable feature is the straw marquetry, an intricate decorative art that uses hand-dyed rice straw to create geometric patterns on the door panels and dashboard. A revived art from the 1930s Art Deco period, reinvented for the country's highest office. Security was not sacrificed for style. The DS No. 8 Presidential reportedly meets VR9 ballistic protection standards, including multi-layer bulletproof glass, run-flat tires, gas and fire suppression systems, and an independent oxygen supply for chemical attack scenarios. What it lacks in brute force is compensated by cutting-edge stealth technology. The electric motor enables silent movement, a huge advantage in crisis situations, and thermal ventilation systems can release smoke or gases as countermeasures during attacks. But not every president has the luxury of crossing in silence. Some need power that imposes itself on the crowd, a vehicle that looks more like a fortress than a style statement. And in an East African nation, that's exactly what they built, a moving wall of armor that speaks louder than words ever could. Number 5, Paul Kagame Rwanda, Range Rover Sentinel. For a president leading one of Africa's fastest growing nations, Paul Kagame's choice sends a clear message: authority, resilience, and a strong bond with global luxury standards. His preferred vehicle, the Range Rover Sentinel, is not just an SUV, it's a rolling bunker with the exterior of a luxury car and the structure of a military vehicle. Custom built by Land Rover's Special Operations Division, the Range Rover Sentinel is an armored version of the extended wheelbase Range Rover Autobiography. Unlike other luxury SUVs adapted for protection, the Sentinel comes armored from the factory. Kagame's Sentinels are often seen leading convoys through the streets of Kigali, black and unmarked, followed by police motorcycles and SUVs. At first glance, they blend into high-end traffic, and that's exactly the point. Each Sentinel costs around $500,000, but the value can increase significantly with optional technology, custom adjustments, and security enhancements. The real value lies in its dual identity, luxury and survival. Beneath its elegant metal panels, the Sentinel carries over a ton of armor and ballistic glass. It's rated VR8 protection, meaning it can withstand armor-piercing 7.62mm rounds, survive DM51 grenade explosions on the roof or floor, and endure a 15 kilograms TNT blast under any wheel. Doors, glass, and chassis are reinforced at a military level. Despite all this, the Sentinel doesn't flaunt its capabilities. They're hidden in plain sight. Its total weight exceeds 3,150 kilos, about 7,000 pounds. The platform has been specially upgraded to support this load, with reinforced suspension, enhanced brakes, high-capacity cooling systems, and run-flat tires. It remains fully drivable even after direct hits or tire bursts. But perhaps the most impressive aspect is that it still drives like a Range Rover. Internal air suspension, adaptive cruise control, and terrain response systems keep the ride smooth and responsive, whether on urban roads or mountainous terrain. The interior is as refined as the civilian model. Kagame's Sentinels come equipped with premium leather seats, wood details, climate-controlled chairs, and likely features like rear entertainment screens, executive tables, and a discreet communications suite for secure conversations. Though the public rarely sees the interior, glimpses reveal a space designed for comfort and control. It's not the loudest car, it doesn't shout wealth, but it was made to maintain position no matter what comes. And while Kagame's Sentinel rolls silently behind its armor and tinted glass, another leader on this list chose a very different statement vehicle, one that trades subtlety for unquestionable size, price, and opulence. A symbol not just of security, but of absolute dominance. Number 4, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Turkey, Mercedes. Recep Tayyip Erdogan leaves nothing to chance when it comes to security or luxury. As president of Turkey, he travels in one of the most expensive and secure limousines ever used in a government motorcade. Erdogan's Mercedes Maybach S600 Guard is more than a symbol of power. It's a rolling fortress designed for survival and style at the highest level. This presidential limousine is not just a modified luxury car, but built from scratch to withstand explosive forces, armor-piercing bullets, and chemical attacks. Erdogan's version is the Pullman variant, which extends the already long wheelbase of the S-Class to offer more space, control systems, and layered protection. The Turkish government operates at least 2 of these vehicles for presidential use. Reports have followed them across continents, as Erdogan often transports them abroad rather than relying on vehicles provided by foreign nations. Each unit is valued at around $4.6 million, making it one of the most expensive state vehicles in the world. The S600 Guard looks discreet, black finish and small Turkish flags on the hood. Its profile is clean and elegant, revealing none of the engineering underneath, but every panel, window, and bolt tells a different story when examined closely. The car's structure meets VR-10 ballistic standards, meaning it can stop armor-piercing bullets and withstand military-level explosions. The glass is over 10 cm thick. The doors are lined with composite armor layers, each weighing hundreds of kilograms. The engine is a 6-liter V12, delivering over 500 horsepower. Though speed isn't a priority, it needs that power to move its 5 tons quickly in emergencies. The suspension is a custom hydraulic system that adapts instantly to road conditions and the weight of protective materials. Tires are reinforced to keep running even after being punctured. Braking is done by oversized ceramic systems, allowing quick stops even fully loaded. Inside, the president travels in absolute comfort. The cabin is lined with high-quality leather and handcrafted wood details. Rear seats recline electronically and feature massage functions, climate control, and entertainment screens. A foldable table allows the president to work on the move. Hidden in the console is a secure communication link to Turkey's military and emergency networks. The limousine includes encryption shielding, biometric access control, and fire suppression systems designed for rapid response. This level of detail comes at a price, but for Erdogan, the investment is part of a bigger message. After a failed coup attempt in 2016 and rising regional tensions, the Turkish presidency adopted an inflexible security posture. Erdogan's insistence on using his own vehicles abroad signals distrust in foreign agreements and a desire for continuity and total protection. The Maybach S600 Guard is not just security, it's a vehicle carrying political weight. In a country where economic tensions generate public discontent, the cost of these limousines has sparked criticism. Still, the cars remain in use, and Erdogan's office defends them as essential assets. In global comparisons, few leaders travel with this level of armored luxury. Even in Europe and North America, presidential fleets normally don't include vehicles this expensive per unit. The use of the Maybach S600 Guard reflects a presidency betting on controlled visibility. The car doesn't attract attention, operates silently, and projects power through presence, not spectacle. Its real strength lies in what it protects and the message it sends. The president of Turkey moves with total authority, security, and independence. Number 3. Hongqi L5 Limousine, Xi Jinping, China. If Erdogan's limousine is made to withstand chaos, the next presidential car shows a different kind of strength. It doesn't borrow European design nor copy Western standards. It represents a national vision rooted in history and wrapped in artisanal elegance, and carries a powerful message. Power, when expressed through design, can be as imposing as steel. In a country where tradition and power go hand in hand, President Xi Jinping is driven in a car that looks like it came straight from an emperor's parade. The Hongqi L5 is not just a presidential vehicle, it's a national monument on wheels. Its name means red flag, a symbol tracing back to the founding days of the People's Republic of China. But this is no relic. It's one of the most expensive and exclusive limousines ever made in China. The L5 used by Xi is an armored extended wheelbase sedan that combines nostalgia with cutting-edge protection. It's a huge vehicle, measuring nearly 5.5 meters long and weighing over 4 tons when armored. The top-line version is powered by a 6-liter V12 engine, although some reports mention a turbo V8 version used in certain models. The exact configuration used by Xi is classified, but it's widely believed the V12 variant is his main official car. It delivers over 400 horsepower, enough to move the limousine at high speed despite its huge size. The L5's design is intentionally imposing. It features a wide front grille with vertical chrome blades, squared proportions, and a tall roof for formal posture. Its silhouette resembles a classic Rolls-Royce Phantom, but with sharper edges and a Chinese character as a signature. It's not a Western imitation, it's an interpretation of authority made for Chinese leadership. Every detail reflects the culture it comes from. The car's profile is upright, imposing, and unmistakably formal. Its presence in parades, international summits, and high-level meetings sends a clear visual message. This is Chinese power in full display. Inside the Hongqi L5, the materials rival the most luxurious. The interior features rose rosewood panels, hand-cut leather, and polished jade ornaments embedded in the dashboard. This level of detailing is not just an aesthetic choice, it's a celebration of Chinese craftsmanship placed at the heart of political power. The cabin has 4 main seats, with the rear area configured for 2 executive passengers. Each seat is fully adjustable, climate-controlled, and equipped with hidden communication tools and diplomatic equipment. Ballistic protection is integrated into the car's structure, although official armor ratings have not been disclosed. Observers believe the vehicle meets or exceeds VR9 international standards, meaning it can withstand high-caliber ammunition, grenades, and other threats. All vehicles likely have reinforced floors, bulletproof glass, and fire suppression systems. Some believe the car also has oxygen filtration for chemical attacks and secure communication hardware connecting directly to the Central Military Commission. What sets the L5 apart is not just what it can do, but what it represents. It is China's answer to the US presidential limousine and Russia's Aurus Senat. It's a statement that the country no longer needs to depend on foreign engineering to protect its most powerful figures. The honky L5 is produced by FAW, a state-owned automaker, and only a few limousines are made each year. The estimated price starts around $800,000, with fully equipped versions costing much more. Even the basic model is the most expensive car domestically produced in China's automotive history. Xi Jinping has been seen using this limousine since around 2014. During military parades on National Day, high-profile diplomatic events, and visits to sensitive sites, the L5 has become a constant presence. Unlike other leaders who sometimes alternate vehicles depending on destination, he seems to rely heavily on this car, highlighting its importance for national image and personal security. Number 2. Knight 15 and Rolls-Royce Phantom. Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, United Arab Emirates. While Xi Jinping's limousine displays elegance and symbolism, another leader chooses a different path. His car wasn't made for elegance. It was made to survive extremes, to thrive where smooth roads end and danger begins. And unlike most heads of state, he prefers height, torque, and the robust stance of a machine that can cross any terrain. In the Gulf, power isn't shown in speeches or parades, but in precise presence and machines that speak louder than words. In the United Arab Emirates, President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, one of the richest and most influential leaders on the planet, travels in a fleet that looks more like a mobile defense unit than a presidential convoy. But make no mistake, each vehicle is designed to offer 2 things: absolute protection and unparalleled luxury. At the center of his armored fleet is the Knight 15, a machine that draws attention in every country it passes through. Developed by Conquest Vehicles in Canada, the Knight 5 is one of the rarest armored SUVs in the world. It's not a commercial model, but a handcrafted military-level fortress with luxury details that rival a penthouse suite. There are about 100 units worldwide, and Mohammed bin Zayed owns a version said to be unique. This vehicle stands over 2.4 meters tall and weighs more than 13,000 pounds, approximately 6 tons. Its body is made of ballistic steel, the floor is reinforced to withstand landmine explosions, and the windows are made of multi-layered bulletproof glass so thick they can stop armor-piercing rounds. The tires are run flat and keep rolling even after being destroyed. Everything is customized, everything is oversized, but the interior offers a completely different experience. Entering the Knight 15 is like stepping into a mobile luxury suite. The rear compartment has reclining massage seats upholstered in full-grain leather, custom climate zones, an air filtration system capable of neutralizing chemical attacks, and a full-length entertainment console with satellite feeds and encrypted communication lines. Ambient lighting can be adjusted according to mood or mission. There is even a biometric safe hidden beneath the floor panel. The Knight 15's base estimated price starts at around $800,000. But with the level of customization used for heads of state like Mohammed bin Zayed, this value can exceed $1.5 million, and that is just one vehicle in the fleet. On other occasions, the president is seen traveling in an extended wheelbase Rolls-Royce Phantom 8. On the surface, it is the ultimate symbol of British refinement. Underneath, it has been completely rebuilt to meet the highest ballistic standards for civilian vehicles. The armored Phantom features explosion-proof underbody plating, VR9 grade armor, and reinforcements on the roof strong enough to resist drone attacks or falling debris. The Phantom's interior is customized to presidential preferences. The cabin is finished with white silk upholstery, rare olive ash burl wood, and a starlit headliner made with over 1,300 individually installed fiber optic lights that recreate the constellation visible over Abu Dhabi on the day of the UAE's founding. On the armrest console is a dual-mode secure communication panel with satellite link, encrypted emergency access, and instant connection to the UAE military command. Other vehicles in the fleet include an armored Mercedes-Maybach GLS, a fleet of G63 AMG 60 convoys, and custom Brabus editions with reinforced chassis and bomb protection. The convoy often includes anti-drone defense systems, signal jammers, and multiple decoy vehicles that replicate the exact specifications of the presidential car. Every route is pre-cleared by convoys equipped with under-vehicle scanners and thermal cameras. No movement is left to chance. This combination of robust defense and refined craftsmanship sets Mohammed bin Zayed apart from most world leaders. His vehicles are not just transportation, they are mobile command centers, war-ready platforms, and luxury chambers built for royalty who govern with the command of a military general. They reflect the UAE's stance on leadership. Wealth must be protected but never flaunted. It wasn't just another convoy, it was a message. Number 1. Aurus Senat Limousine. The result was the Aurus Senat limousine, a state vehicle so imposing that even Donald Trump was visibly impressed when he saw it in person during a summit in Helsinki. This limousine was not the product of a quick order. It was the result of years of development coordinated by the Russian Central Scientific Research Automobile and Automotive Engines Institute, known as NAMI, with help from Porsche engineers. The order came directly from Putin. He wanted a car that did more than protect. It needed to symbolize Russian power, leaving no room for compromise. At first glance, the Aurus Senat is deceptively elegant. It has a regal silhouette, similar in size to the Mercedes-Maybach Pullman, but everything about it is heavier, thicker, and more brutal. The structure is reinforced with military-grade steel. The doors weigh as much as commercial aircraft panels. The glass is 10 centimeters thick and can withstand armor-piercing bullets, sniper fire, and grenade explosions. The body panels are designed to contain shockwaves from explosives and deflect ballistic shrapnel. Under the hood, there is a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 hybrid engine producing 590 horsepower and over 640 lb-ft of torque. This engine is combined with an N-speed automatic transmission and permanent all-wheel drive, allowing this 6-ton beast to move with surprising urgency when needed. It's not about speed, but unstoppable advance, even if the road is blocked or threatened. Inside, the Aurus Senat is more than protection, it's absolute luxury. The cabin features heated and cooled executive seats, nearly fully reclining, a mini fridge, airplane-style trays, and custom wood and leather trim enveloping the rear compartment. The dashboard has 2 interactive digital screens under a single tempered glass. The environment is not only secure, but presidential in every detail. The car is also equipped with a series of countermeasure systems, independent oxygen supply, fire suppression nozzles, fully sealed defense system against nuclear, biological, and chemical threats, encrypted satellite communication panels, jamming devices to neutralize remote detonators, onboard surveillance tools detecting electronic threats in real time. The base cost of the Aurus Senat is estimated around $400,000, but Putin's extended, armored, and classified upgrade personal version is believed to cost well over $1.5 million. Each unit is handcrafted under strict security. Only a few dozen Aurus vehicles are produced annually, and most never leave Kremlin control. When Putin arrived at the Helsinki summit in 2018 in this limousine, journalists captured the moment Donald Trump looked at the car incredulously. The size, the sound, and the armored doors made an impact even on a man accustomed to luxury and spectacle. According to several White House aides, Trump later asked if the United States had anything similar. At that time, even the American monster couldn't compete with the symbolic weight of what Russia had just presented to the world. The Aurus Senat's unveiling marked a turning point. Russia not only produced its own presidential limousine, but created a rolling statement of dominance. It was not just engineering, it was identity. For decades, Russian leaders used German cars. That era ended with the birth of ours. for us. Now, Putin drives a machine that says everything he has always said without needing to speak a word. In 2024, Putin received an updated Senate version with redesigned body lines, improved interior, and modernized electronic systems. Meanwhile, earlier models were gifted to allied leaders, including Kim Jong-un of North Korea. But the most advanced version remains in Russia, and only one man drives it. This is not just a limousine, it is a fortress. It is a warning, and above all, a monument to one of the most protected and powerful presidencies on the planet. It is the only limousine that made Donald Trump stop, look, and realize he had just been surpassed. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting content appearing right now on your screen, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time.